Good morning students. Let us review in the previous class. In the previous class we had learned about the compound interest formula for 3 years. Is it? The first one for compound annually, second one compound half yearly, and third one compound quarterly. Compound quarterly. Okay. Compound annually, which formula we have used? The formula, the accumulator formula A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Here A amount, accumulator factor, P principal, R rate of interest in percentage, n number of years for compounded annually. Okay, and second one quarterly, is it? So P of A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 200 the whole power 2n. Okay, when will you use this formula? For half yearly, compounded half yearly we have used this formula, and then quarterly A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 400 the whole power 4n. Okay, these are all we have learned in the previous class, and also we have completed the exercise problem 8.1 also, is it? 8.2. Today we are going to learn about the inverse problem on compound interest. Nothing but A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power. What are the variables in this formula? A, P, R, N. These are all the variables. In 4 types of variables are there. If any 3 variables you have known, how can you find out the remaining variable? This method is called the inverse problem on the compound interest. So what is that? The compound annually formula having the 4 variables. If we have known 3 variables, we have to find out the remaining variable. Okay, that is use the inverse problem on the compound interest. Shall we move? Right. See the first example. Example 9. What sum will become rupees 5,408 after 2 years at 4% per annum when the interest is compound annually? So compound annually formula everyone know, okay? And what sum will become rupees? So sum means in this place evla amount வந்து இருந்திருந்துச்சுன்னா become finally அவங்க வந்து எவ்வளவு receive பண்றாங்க, amount we have received rupees 5,408. Understood the question first? Okay, what sum, எவ்வளவு தெரியாது, எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட் தெரியாது, எவ்வளவு அமௌண்ட்டுக்கு will become rupees 5,408 அமௌண்ட் கிடைக்கும் after 2 years 2 வருஷம் கழிச்சு at the rate of 4%, at the rate of 4% when the interest is compound annually calculation பண்ணி 4% interest இருந்து 2 years calculation பண்ணும்போது we get the final amount as rupees 5,408. We have to find out the principal amount. We have to find out the principal amount. First write the given datas. What are the data are given? Amount, is it? Amount that is accumulated factor A is equal to rupees 5,408 and then rate of interest 4%. Okay, then number of years n. Okay, time. How many years? 2 years. You have to find out the principal. So, compound annually calculation. Okay, what is the formula? A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. A whole power n. So, what is the value of A? 5,408. P didn't know. Okay. So, 1 plus R value. The rate of interest is 4 by 100. The whole power, number of years 2. Okay. Simplify 25. So, 5,408 is equal to P of 1 plus 1 by 25 the whole square. P of 25 plus 1, 26. 26 by 25 the whole square. Okay, 26 by 25 the whole square. It can write in expanded form 26 by 25 and then 26 by 25. Okay, here the amount is 5,408. Okay, now this, can you cancel this in 4 table? 4 4 5s are 20, 24 only there, it's not possible. And then 2 table we will cancel. Okay, first 13, it's also cancel in 2 table. 2 2s are 4, remaining 1, 7s are 4. Again cancel in 2 table. 13, here 1, 3s are 3, 2s are 6, remaining 1, 10, 5, 2. Okay. Can you cancel in 13 table? Yes, is it? 13, 4s are 52. So, 1 times of 13, 13, here how many times? 13, it's not possible, 0, 4s are. Okay. 3 4s are 12, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1. Okay, 104 multiplied by 13, we get the 1352. Now write the remaining values here. 104, P of 13 by 25, 25 are 625. 625. Now multiply. The numerator come to the side. Denominator come to this side, numerator. Thirteen, how many times is possible? 13 table. 8s are 13 8s are 8 3s are So 30 8s are 104. Now multiply 625 into 8, we get rupees 5,000. Thus the principal amount is rupees 5,000. Thus the principal amount is rupees 5,000. Now see the next one of the example 10. At what rate of compound interest will rupees 20,000 become rupees 24,200 after 2 years? After 2 years. So what is given? At what rate of compound interest? So we have to find out the rate of interest. That's mean R. Okay. Interest will rupees 20,000 become rupees 24,200. We have easily identified the principal amount and amount because the principal amount is less than the amount. Amount is greater value, is it? Because it contains a interest value also. So carefully write the principal amount and amount. Okay. So first 20,000 we have considered the principal amount and become and the 20,000 வந்து என்னமா மாறுது amount. Okay. So 20,000 become rupees 24,200 after 2 years. 2 வருஷம் கழிச்சு. Okay. So which of the details are given? Principal amount and then amount is given and year also given. You have to find out the rate of interest. Okay. Example 10. Solution. First we have write the given data. What are the data are given? Amount. What is amount value? Rupees 24,200. What is the principal amount? Rupees 20,000. And number of years? 2 years. Number of years is 2 years. What we find out? The rate of interest. It is denoted by R. I have to find. Okay. So it's also a compound interest. What is the formula? A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Substitute the values from the data. Okay. Rupees 24,200 is equal to the principal amount and 1 plus rate of interest we didn't know, but we know the number of years is 2. Okay. Right. Now the numerator come to this side. 24,200 divided by 20,000 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 the whole square. Here the value in square. So we have write this side, write in the power of 2. Write in the power of 2. Okay. So 20,000 everyone know, is it? How can you write? $242. How many times is possible? 200. We will cancel after we have to find it. Okay. Yes, this is the easiest one. First simplify this. 2 table, 2 ones are here 1, 2, 1. 121 you know that 11. 11 square. Okay. Here 1. So first write, simplify after write in the powers. 1, 10,000. Okay. So So 1 plus r by 100 the whole square. Now we can write easily. Is it? Here 2 zeros will be cancelled. So what are the remaining is 2 0 also cancel here. Okay. So 121 by 100. Okay. 121 can be written as 11 by 10. 11 by 10 the whole square. Why do you write in power? Because here the right hand side in power. So for easy calculation we have write in this left hand side also in the write in the power of 2. 11 squared everyone known, 11 multiplied itself twice a times. So 11 11s are 121 divided by 10 square 100. Okay. Now take the square root on the both side, the square will be removed. Okay. Take square root on both sides. What we get? The square will be removed. Okay. We get 11 by 10 is equal to 1 plus r by 100. Okay. Now move to the one this side. 1 by 10 minus 1 is equal to r by 100. Take LCM. So 1 by 10, okay, equal to r by 100. 0 0 we cancel. So in this place 10, come to this side numerator. So r is equal to 10%. Therefore the rate of interest is equal to 10%. Okay. Why do you simplify in this place? First we have simplified by 2 table. Cancel we will get 121. After 2 zeros will be cancelled. We get 121 by 100. After we have write in the square. Why do you write in square? Because for the left hand side, sorry, right hand side having the power. For take both sides we have take the square root. So we have write in this data in square. Okay. After cancellation we get the value of the rate of interest. It's 10%. 10%. Okay. Right. Next one, example 11. In what time will rupees 64,000 amount to rupees 68,921 at 5% per annum, interest being payable half yearly? You know that half yearly formula. Okay. So what are the data are given? In what time? So here time we have to find out. Okay. In what time will rupees 64,000 amount to rupees 68,921. So that is the amount. So what is the principal here? 64,000. Okay. First of all understand the question. I repeatedly tell to you the smallest value compared with the amount is, the principal amount is less. கம்மியா இருக்கும். Carefully write the principal amount and amount. Okay. At 5% rate of interest also given. Okay. But the compound half yearly. So interest calculated in half yearly. You know that formula. What is that formula? A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 200 the whole power 2n. Okay. First write the given datas. So what are the datas are given? First amount. Okay. Amount how many rupees? Compare with principal amount is greatest to 1. What is that value? Rupees 68,921. Okay. Principal amount. What is that? Rupees 64,000. Or 5%. Okay. Right. We have to find out the number of years. What we find out? Number of years. Okay. What is the formula for compound? Half yearly. Compounded half yearly. What is that formula? A is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 the whole power half yearly to n. Okay. So substitute the values. 68,921 amount. Principal is rupees 64,000 plus rate of interest 5. 5 by 200 the whole power 2 into n value. Didn't know. Okay. So 2n. It cancel. 5 4s are 20. 5 4s are 20. You can return us 68,921 by numerator move to that side by using the transpose method, denominator division. Okay. So 64,000 is equal to here 40. Is it? What is remaining? 40. 40 plus 1. 40 plus here 1. Is it? 41s are 40. 40 plus 1. 41. So 41 by 40 the whole power 2n. The whole power 2n. This value. Multiple of 41 into 41, what we get? Okay, 41 squared value. 41 cube value. 4, 32, 6, 4, 6 are 24, 27, 4, 6, 1, 12, 9, 8, 6. So, how many times 41 multiply? We get the value of 68,921 3 times. So, it can write in the power of 41 the whole power 3. Okay. And also we know that 4 power 3. 4 4s are 16. 16 4s are 64. Okay. So, 4 power 3. Here 3 zeros are there. So, 40 square. 40 power 3. Okay. Here 41 by 40 the whole power 2n. So, commonly we have write 41 by 40 the whole power 3 is equal to 41 by 40. The base values are equal. We have equating the powers. Is it? Already we have learned in the exponent powers. Okay. The base are same, equating the powers. Okay. So, 3 is equal to 2n. Why do you equate? The base values are equal. Okay. So, compare the powers. Powers are equal. So, 3 equal to 2n. It can written as 3 by 2. We have need the years. So, how many years? 3 by 2 means we will write in the mixed fraction. Is it? So, 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2 plus 1 3. So, 3 by 2. Okay. From improper fraction we have write in the mixed fraction. So, how many years? 1.5 years. Therefore, n is equal to number of years is equal to 1/2 years. Okay. Now move to the next one. Example 12. Two equal amounts are deposited in two different banks. Two equal amounts are deposited in two different banks. One on simple interest and another on compound interest for 2 years. So, two different banks, but the deposited amounts are equal. Okay, one in simple interest, another one is compound interest, but both having the same year. ரெண்டுமே இந்த வருஷம் தான், 2 இயர்ஸ்க்கு தான் போட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, if the rate of interest for both bank is 8% per annum, ரெண்டு பேங்க்லேயுமே பெர் இயருக்கு எவ்வளோ ரேட் ஆஃப் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் கொடுக்குறாங்க? 8%. Okay, and the difference on the interest gained is rupees 480. Difference on the interest gain is 480. கண்டிப்பாக கெயின் இருக்கும், because one is in the compound interest. Everyone knows, is it? Which one is amount is interest amount is greater? Compound interest. Okay, so கண்டிப்பாக என்ன இருக்கும்? Profit இருக்கும். Okay, that is the value is given. Okay, then find out the amount deposited in each bank. ஸோ அப்படின்னா எவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட்டை டெபாசிட் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது தான் கொஸ்டின். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் ஆர் த டேட்டாஸ் ஆர் கிவன், நம்பர் ஆஃப் இயர்ஸ் இஸ் கிவன், and gain percentage is given, rate of interest is given. Rate of interest is given, but we didn't know that deposited amount. So let we have consider the deposited amount as 100 rupees. Okay, we have considered 12 to 1. Okay, so what are the datas are given here? Principal amount, deposit amount is not given. So first we have consider, let rupees 100 be deposited amount. Okay, in each bank. Okay, first case, what is the first bank? Simple interest. Okay, first we have calculate the simple interest. You will write case 1. Simple interest. What are the data? Principal amount is P is equal to rupees 100, and then rate of interest is given. Both bank given the same rate of interest, 8%. And how many years is given? T. Why do you write in capital letters? Because we have find out the simple interest. Okay, P at T by 100. So capital T is equal to how many years is given? 2 years is given. So simple interest formula is equal to P R T by 100. Okay, now substitute the values. 100 into R value is 8 into number of years is 2 by 100. So it will be cancelled. We get rupees 16. This is a interest, simple interest for 2 years. Okay, for rupees 100. That is the principal amount. Okay, right. Next we have find out the compound interest in another one of the bank. Okay, case 2, second bank we have put in the compound interest. Okay. So here which are the data we know? The principal amount is rupees 100. Okay. And here write the rate of interest in small r is equal to 8% and number of years small n is equal to 2 years. Okay, Emma? Right. Now, what is the formula? A is equal to Z. A is equal to P1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Here compound annually one is given, is it? Per annum. Okay. So, compound interest formula we have, right? And substitute A is equal to P is equal to 100. 1 plus R value is 8 by 100 the whole power 2. It cancel in 2 table 4 to 25. Okay. And also write 100 into 25 ones are 25 plus 1 27 by 25 the whole power 2. Right. Now write in expanded form 100 into 27 by 25 into 27 by 25. 25 fours are, okay, 27 are 49, 14 plus 4 18, 14, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. So 9, 12, 729. Okay. So it multiply by 4. 9 4s are 36, 8, 8 plus 3 11, remaining 1, 28, 29. It's divided by 25. Divided. Okay. So how many times is possible? 1 time. 25 ones are 25. 1 time. Remaining 40. So again 1 time. Okay. So 40 remains 40. Remaining 25. What we get? 15. Okay. So here 41 is there. Okay. 16. So 166. So how many times is possible? 6 times. So answer for this rupees 116 point, okay, 64 pies. Simplify, we get, what is this amount? This is a amount. Okay, what does we have calculate? What we calculate here? Compound interest. What is the formula for compound interest? Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. What is the amount value here? Rupees 116.64 minus, what is the principal amount? 100. Subtract, what we get? 16.64 pies. That is 16 rupees 64 pies. That is a compound interest. That is called the compound interest. What we find out here, the final one, and the difference on the interest gain is given. Okay, gain is rupees 480. So difference, rendular difference. So we have to find out the difference between the simple interest and compound interest. What is the simple interest amount? We have calculated 16 rupees. Compound interest is 16.64. The difference of these two values, the gain is, how many rupees is given? Rupees 480. Okay, so we have find out the difference of compound interest and simple interest. Do you understand this? One amount, the principal amount we didn't know, so we have considered the amount, principal amount we have considered 100. Okay, first two banks. Okay, we have considered the two banks. In first bank we have deposited that amount in simple interest. Second one is deposited in the compound interest for the same year and same rate of interest. Now we have calculated the compound interest and simple interest only we have calculated. Okay, and another one of the data is given, the difference on the interest. Difference on the interest means the simple interest and compound interest is gain, rupees is given. Gain, rupees is given. Okay, now we have calculated. So difference of simple interest and compound interest is equal to compound interest minus simple interest. Why do you write first compound interest? Compound interest is greater than the simple interest. Okay, so first write 16. Simple interest value is 16 rupees. Okay. So subtract, we get rupees 0.64. 0.64. The difference of two interests, we get rupees 0.64. Okay. Now we have calculated the amount of gain. What is that value? Gain value was 400 and given if the difference is rupees 480, then the sum, okay, if the difference is rupees 480, then the sum is equal to 100 principal amount of the difference of rupees 480. The difference value of this interest is 0.64. Here decimal values are there. So numerator and denominator we have multiply by 100. So 100 into 480 into 100 divided by 64. Now cancel in 8 table. Okay, 8 6 are 48. 8 8s are 64. Again 2 table, 2 3s are 4s are 4 25s are. Okay, so multiply, what we get here also 1 0 is there. Okay, multiply, what we get 75. How many zeros are there? 3 zeros. So rupees 75,000. That's the deposited amount. Thus rupees 75,000. Rupees 75,000 is a deposited rupees 75,000 was deposited in each bank. Okay, each of the banks. Okay, right. So what we learned today, inverse problem on the compound interest. So what is mean by this compound interest inverse problem? We know that the 4 variables in the compound interest. If we know the 3 variables, if we know the value of three variables, we have to find out the remaining variable. Okay, we have learned how to find out the remaining variable, is it? Right. And one more formula for difference between the simple interest and compound interest is given. Okay, difference between the simple interest and compound interest is given. We have used the formula, the difference between simple interest and compound interest on the amount P at the same interest, the same interest rate, or then we for 2 years, for 2 years is given. Okay. Then we have used the formula PR squared by 100 square. So which are the data are given? We have used this formula, difference between simple interest and compound interest on the amount P at the same interest. The principal amount is same and rate of interest also same and number of years is same. Then we have used this formula. Okay, what is the formula? P R square by 100 square. P R square by 100 square. Okay, right. So today what we learned today, we have how to find out the variables in compound interest. We know the 3 variables and how to find out the remaining variable. Okay, I hope you all understood the today concept. If you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt to me. Thank you, students.